A licence to kill is something you would expect only those in service to the Queen to be able to hold. But it's been revealed that MI5 officers could actually authorise informants to carry out a murder on their behalf at a Court of Appeal hearing over the Covert Human Intelligence Sources Bill. Can you imagine some crackhead dealer informant having the potential to commit murder without fear of retribution? I mean, we already know that the wooden tops protect their relatively low-level informants. How far do you think MI5 would go if it was one of their informants that went to them and told them they'd kill someone without authorisation? They're hardly likely to make it public now, are they? In fact, they're more likely to cover it up more than the everyday plod do. Sir James Eadie, representing the government at the hearing, was asked if there was a power for a security service officer to authorise an agent to execute an extremely hostile individual. Eadie, defending MI5's current policy, said there would be the power to do that under 1989 Security Service Act and to the royal prerogative that effectively governed the intelligence agency prior to that. However, this didn't go down well with critics of the bill, who immediately demanded an amendment to the bill, including a list of banned crimes that would include murder, torture and serious sexual offences that could not be carried out by undercover informants working for spies or police. Ministers, however, argued that an explicit list of banned crimes could risk the safety of confidential informants because it would allow terrorists or organised criminals to create tests to unmask informants. So what they're saying is that they should be allowed to let informants become terrorists to act against their own countrymen without consequence. In other words, the protection of the individual more than the protection of the many. Michael Ellis, the Solicitor General, said, were we to place explicit limits on the face of the bill that would create the risk to the operational tactics involved and to the safety of the covert human intelligence sources and the general public at large. However, the Minister also said that the bill would be compliant with the Human Rights Act and that MI5 or police could not breach it. Yeah, as if the police give two shits about people's human rights. I can really see a more secretive and obscure agency like MI5 caring more about human rights than the police. Can't you? The amendment was, however, defeated, and the result prompted Sinn Féin MP John Finucane to accuse the government of ignoring legitimate opposition to the bill. Finucane said the reality of this legislation, as shown through the Court of Appeal in the last 2 days, is that there will be no effective oversight to the most serious of crimes committed by state agents. A 3-day hearing in the Court of Appeal is determining whether the old policy was lawful, although the arguments in court will be largely superseded by the legislation. If the government were to lose the case, it could mean the informant's policy will be illegal in Scotland, where Holyrood has already refused to give its consent to the bill. However, if you thought that that was bad enough, another amendment offered by the Lords earlier this month to ban the use of children as undercover informants was also overturned, meaning that children can be used and put into potentially dangerous situations. The Home Office said it was not appropriate to comment on ongoing legal proceedings. A spokesperson added the use of covert agents is an essential tool for our security and intelligence services. Now, personally, I don't like the idea of kids being recruited into the government's games, and I certainly don't like the idea of some crackhead informant who's of use to the intelligence services being able to commit and get away with murder for any reason. What do you think? Let me know below. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.